because it was joint accounts,
That's weird.
joint
It
mortgage,
just turned off.
joint with the office, everything's fine. So I said, okay, that's a good bank to me. Then there is, there's things like, I got a little ticked off, we'll say, not PO'd, not no nasty words here, which I could use a few of, with the funeral place, because they should have handled that body. I should not have had to call the medical examiner, who now is in California, scream at him, tell him he had till 5 o'clock to get that paper signed. I said, do you want him back? Because they had him. You want him back? No! I said, well, then how are you going to ever determine if he died from what? You know, no, we don't want him back. You keep him. He said, I don't have him, but his feet are cold. Now, that may sound stupid, but okay. Al's feet were always cold, and they have him in a freezer, okay, a locker, and he's cold. So there he is, cold. So I'm going, you got to get him out of there. So I called the funeral home. I said, I'm telling you something. If that paper's not to you in the morning, so he called me back that night. He says, Ronnie, 5:05. He says, Ronnie, I have it in my hand. He said, I'm going down. We're starting the thing. I get the proper papers for you. So I went back. I bought the vault from him. I ordered my own wind chime. You can do whatever you want to. You know, but the thing is, to me, the funeral person should have handled that for me. I'm a widow. It's a few days after he was ripped from my life, okay? I shouldn't have to deal with that. Neither should any of you. They should have to do it. You know? That's called service. And last year, our seminar was service. This year, our seminar is off on a different topic, but it still goes all back to service. It's just like Al would get real testy with someone. He was a car dealer his whole life. So he would take GM products, now he started with Fords, but he would go to certain car dealerships to get our vehicle service, from the worldwide truck to my Suburban to his big Chevy truck to the little tracker he drove. They all went to Chevy for service. Well, if you ticked him off over here, guess what? He's got a friend over there. This one's in Marianna, that one's up in Dothan. Then you don't like the guy over there because you don't like them, and I'm not going down to that county, so I would try to take the truck after he died to these people. My son says, Mom, I'll handle it. Okay, well, Troy doesn't have patience either, so they didn't do anything with my truck. Okay, they're supposed to rotate the tires. Well, your tires need changing. Well, I'm not sure they need changing. How does he know they need changing? The brakes. Something's wrong with my brakes. Well, all of a sudden it needs rotors, it needs all that. I don't know. You know, okay, I used to be at a garage when I was this high with my dad, but that was like 100 years ago. So I don't know. So I'm having to trust these people. Well, then I said, listen, don't do anything to it. Just do the oil change. Well, we already rotated the tires. I said, why would you rotate the tires when you said something was wrong with the front end? That's causing the tires to do that. Well, I don't know they rotated them. They come down here, and these guys are rotating them. And I'm going, I'm looking at the paper. These guys just, they rotated right back the same way they were, okay? So we had two people rotate tires. Okay, well, that truck currently, you see what happens is they get real agitated with you. Makes me real agitated. That's service. I even tell him, my husband, Al Jones, he's the gray-haired guy, you know, and he comes in here and he sits around and he talks to everybody on the showroom, he talks to everybody, everywhere. You remember him? Oh, yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. Your car, and I said, no, wait a minute. Never mind. Don't touch it. So it says right on the ticket, refuse. Well, it was $143, and I went ballistic. I said, $143 for an oil change. That ain't happening. So then the owner gets involved, and he does the right thing. Of course, I'm already mad. I'm not taking it back up there. That's the wrong thing. It's just like if I screw up your hat or something. If I'm going to make you happy, I better make it within the first 5 minutes of our conversation. That's correct service. Because if I tick you off, guess what? How many times have you told somebody about bad service somewhere? How many times have you actually told somebody, I had great service there? Hardly ever. But the bad one? Whew. It's like hubby used to say. He said, you know, I'm going to have to use a few bad choice words here.
This
you
is a
know,
well drillers conference.
Every whore has 10 friends. Those 10 friends have 10 more friends, and it spreads like a disease, okay? So if I do something wrong, it's going to be all over this room. So if we're going to do something for you, and we usually are the first ones that do that, if your ad is messed up, you know, if it's our fault, if it's not our fault, you know, if something happened, we're service. That's it. We are it. And if like I said, if I make you mad, now I've got a couple people that are mad, okay? They'll never advertise with us again, but I'm thinking that it wasn't my fault. I'm thinking it wasn't my fault, because we're right, Marcel. We're gonna do what we do. And if you're gonna do something for somebody, do it right away. Now, and we'll pick on Marcel a little bit here. Not pick on him, but just share something with you for a few minutes. And no teary eyes, okay? Marcel's dad was ill, and I had said, and he's over in Germany with his mother. And I said, Marcel, I said, you know, I said, maybe you need to go see him. Well, I saw him, you know, last April and this, that, and the other. So then his father died, and he told me he died. And I said, Marcel, I said, do you remember when I said if you had to go there, we would make sure you got there? And he said, yes. I said, now if you and Carol, his wife, want to go, be with your mother, it's important. She has a lot of stuff. I mean, it just goes out my brain how much stuff that people, and your mom, with all the paperwork, is still coming at her. So I went to make the, he said, Carol's not going, but I would like to take you up on the offer. So I'm thinking, man, I got plenty of sky miles. We're flying all over. Well, we kind of used them up. So didn't have quite enough to get Marcel round trip. One way wasn't working for me, okay? He ain't going one way. He's coming back. So I went to the other worldwide team members, and I said, would you mind contributing? Take as many miles for me as you need. And every single team member put in miles to get him there and back. That's a team, and that's service. Even if it's just within the company, it's service to the other person. You know, because if you don't be nice to your employees or your fellow workers or something, you might as well just forget it. It ain't happening. But there is something on here, and Mary Ann bought me one of these books. At the very bottom it says, when I'm gone. I haven't started work on mine yet. She's still working on hers. It is a book where you put in, I think it's like $15. It's not expensive. But you put in, you know, what you would like to have done. If you don't want flowers at your service, to me, sorry to say this, flowers are almost a waste. They're going to die. If somebody's in a hospital, I send them plants. Because I'm thinking, if they see them flowers dying, they're thinking they're going to die next. It ain't happening. They're getting a live plant from me, okay? You see how stupid that thought is? But that's me, all right? So, and but this is a very good book that you should think about getting. It's only $15. You can fill it out yourself. It says whether you want flowers, you don't want flowers, you want a video, you don't want a video, you don't want nothing, just put me in the ground and leave me alone. That's what you should say. You know, then your wife, your significant other, your kids know what you really want. Okay, it's important, it's your choice. If you don't leave a choice, guess whose choice it is? Somebody else's. Now, we actually did have a formal service. My husband was a past exalted ruler of the Elks Lodge 990 in Gainesville. He was there for 45 years. Amen. And we were married for 42, so he was there 3 years before we got, married, or together. At any rate, yes, I'm a sinner, okay? We lived together for 2 years. You gotta try it before you buy it stuff, whatever. So 42 years later, we were still together. And, but, lost my train of thought. Got off on that tangent. So this is one of the most important things you can do for yourself and your family. And I recommend you do it. Think about it hard. I'm not just up here talking so you guys can get points in the back, working on your tellies back there. I see you, young man. Gotcha. It's okay. I do the same thing sometimes in seminars that are boring me.
He's up there watching Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, or something.
Hey, Ronnie.
Yes, sir.
I just wanted to add one thing with this a little bit. I lost my dad a few years ago too, and it wasn't really the funeral homes and stuff that was pressuring you so much. It's family members to do the different things. What they think they should do, but nobody seems to want to put the money into it. But they want this big everything, but none of them want to put money up for it.
That's true.
So, and I have to say, to me, my wife is a funeral director, okay? She runs funerals, homes in Minnesota and Wisconsin. It's a big corporation. And it's very, pre-arranged funeral stuff is very important.
Yes.
No matter what you're doing. I don't care if you're going through a funeral home or not, pre-arranged funerals and doing that stuff is number one these days. You got to look at it.
That's true. Very, very important. And it's very tough. It's very tough. And it's a very emotional time. And